Hello everyone. In the previous video, I had explained you why it is necessary to highlight your achievements, and also I had explained you all the different ways in which the achievements, when you highlight, what are the points which you have to keep in mind. In this video, I'll be explaining you all what are the different achievements which you already have and how you can represent that, and what are the things you can actually highlight under each section or each achievement. Talking about the first thing, okay, as a fresher, in your resume, what are the things you can highlight? The very first thing is about academic excellence. If I say that academic excellence, it won't be good of every student, won't be the GPA which is there, won't be high. Okay, and whatever the courses you have taken, whatever programs you have taken, maybe you were forced, and might have taken for that purpose. And in this matter, maybe your percentage might not be more, but in case you feel that your percentage is good enough in order and it's meeting the job requirement, you can definitely highlight that what is the percentage which you have got. In case you have received any academic awards or scholarship because of your because you are good in academics, if you have received any awards for that or any scholarship, okay, even that you can highlight. At the initial stage, as a fresher, you can definitely mention about this, but in the later stages you can just remove this part, this section, whatever awards or scholarship which you have received. And also you can mention about different projects or theses if you have undertaken. You can definitely mention about those things, as how you have completed, what are the challenges which you have faced, and how you overcome from that. So under academic excellence, these are the things which you can explain. Next comes the internship. Now, as you know that as per the NEP, it is compulsory for everyone to do internship, maybe for 60 hours or more than that. If you have done, definitely you can mention about that. Okay, you can mention about what was the internship which you had undertaken, what was the time period, and what was the project or what was the work assigned to you during those internship time, and what was the feedback which you have got. In case, okay, in case you have received any feedback from your supervisors, you can definitely mention about that in just a sentence. Okay, so you can mention about what are the internship you have completed. Okay, it's totally your choice. So since you are in your first and second year, definitely you can think about taking up internship during the vacation which you have, maybe for a lesser period of time, but still it's better if you take. You can add on to your resume showing that you have work experience. And if you know, if you're planning to study abroad, even there, uh, uh, you get admission only based on this, that if you have done internship, if you have work experience, only then you can apply for the higher studies in abroad. So anyone who is planning to study abroad, definitely you have to go undergo internship for more hours. Maybe as per the NEP, you have only for lesser number of hours, but for applying elsewhere, you need to have more work experience. So it is an add-on for you. You get a work experience, plus you can do your higher studies, plus when you apply for a job, you can also say that you had a work experience, so you can serve better, because of which you stand out with from the rest of the candidate. That is the reason why you can be selected. Okay, and definitely if any feedback, if you have got any performance certificate or something, if you have received from the supervisor, you can attach it with your resume. Next comes extracurricular achievements. Obviously, being an Aloysius, we have so many extracurricular activities going on, and definitely you can take a part in one of any events which goes on. You are part of different association. In that itself, you can organize different events for your own friends and your classmates. You can organize and take a leadership position there. So you can just mention about what leadership position you are taken and what was the outcome, and how successful that event was, what was the event, and in case you were a participant, okay, which is the competition you have won, or let's say you have not won, at least you have participated. You can just mention what are the skills which you achieved because of participating in that particular event. You can mention that as well. Next comes about the skills development. Definitely whatever the skills you have developed, Maybe it might be some computer skills, okay, softwares, or communication, any soft skills, okay, any skills which you have acquired when you are studying, and in case you have certificate for that, this is more important. So when you say that skills are developed, definitely your certificates are needed. Whatever course you have completed, whatever skills training you have taken, it should be validated, okay, with a certification. So only if you have a certification, you can mention about the skills developed by you. Now, next comes about the being a volunteer. As in volunteer, what are the works you have done, and what was the task which was assigned to you, and what you have done during that time, that service, whatever, or which you have given, being a volunteer. Okay, what effect it was there for the organization, for whoever you have worked for, even that you can mention. So, what was your contribution as a volunteer? Also, you can explain. Next comes the language proficiency. In case you have certification of some foreign language, definitely you can add on that. Or let's say you are good at some interpretation or translation. If that skills you have, definitely you can mention of that. And many a time in the resume, they usually put just in order to show that they know more languages, they just go on adding on all the languages which they have heard of. Be careful whenever your resume is going through any of the organization. Sometimes they'll pick you all because of you knowing one particular language, and later on the later stage, if they come to know that you're not good at that particular language, then definitely you'll not be taken for that job, and it will be a problem for you in the future. So whichever language which you know, okay, maybe you know to speak, or if you know just to write, you know, okay, you just understand, definitely you will have to mention about that language. If you mention which language you know, definitely they will ask you a question whether you are good at that. Okay, so if you are good at that, only then put it in your resume. Next, important is about the public speaking. Yes, it's important that if in case you're adding this, as you are good at public speaking, then you have to mention about in which group of people or which audience you have presented. Okay, and let's say if you have won any public speaking, any competition, or if any debate was there, and if you have won any prizes for that, even that you can mention in your resume. Next thing is about the teamwork and collaboration. Let's say you were a part of a team for any project, for any event, or any program in the college or outside the college as well. Okay, in case you have collaborated with a group of people and the results was fantastic, if that is the case, you can even mention about that, and you can just mention like as a team how you perform, how you delegated the work, or whether you, what type of leadership you adopted, whether you were a leader or you were part of a team, whether you gave suggestions and how it turned out, even that you can mention in your resume. Now whatever I'm talking about right now, these many things, you should be able to write it in a sentence form, which example I'll be giving you all in the next video. So all these skills which are there, all these are achievements. Okay, till now all of you might be thinking that I must have won something, prize or something like that. No, not necessary. Even these things are which are there, right? Even these things are considered as achievement. So the remaining achievements which is there, I'll be sharing with you all in one more video. I request you to go through that as well.